Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna apologize in advance because I think this video is gonna be kind of long. I just wanted to make it as authentic as possible. This Naked 2 look is really, I think more on the simple side. It's not super bold, but it's good for every day or out on the town. Honestly, I like the Naked 3 palette more, but I can't find my Naked 3 palette. I've looked everywhere. I'm typically one of those girls who wears her makeup a little more natural. I don't like to go too dramatic with my makeup because, like a good friend told me, makeup isn't supposed to cover up your features, it's supposed to enhance them, and I've always believed that. I love makeup, don't get me wrong. I like to keep it pretty modest, I don't know, pretty simple. Every now and again I like to go more bold. It just depends on what I'm doing or how I'm feeling. Like if I'm going to a party, I'll amp it up a little bit, but for every day, not so much. Hey guys, okay, the first thing I always do before I start my makeup is wipe my face with a makeup wipe to get any of the leftover makeup off my face that I didn't get off before and to prevent any breakouts from happening in the future. I usually always use the Neutrogena wipes because they've worked the best for me. And then I usually put on a moisturizer because my face tends to be kind of dry, especially my cheeks and my neck, and foundation dries out my skin even more too. Also, I like to make sure when I'm putting on my moisturizer to always rub in upward motions as to not pull and drag my skin down. Now this next thing is something I don't normally do before I put on my makeup. It's this Monat Rejuven Oil, I think is what it's called. I usually put this on my eyes before bed. Not normally before I put my makeup on, but I decided to do it today just for the extra moisture and to prevent lines. Now I'm going to put on some concealer, and I use the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin, and I always put concealer under my eyes because I have I don't have baggy eyes and I don't have dark circles really, but I have veins under my eyes, and then I put it on my nose because I have varicose veins on my nose and my nose kind of gets red. And then I'll put it on my chin and the blemishes that I have on my chin, and I always line my eyebrows and my forehead because my forehead usually has blemishes and it's red. Now I'm using one of those Maybelline Superstay multi-use foundation sticks to blend it because it's got this blender on the other side of it, and I really love it. I want to get something different for the future because this is just a for now thing, or a temporary thing, but it works for now. It usually takes me forever and a day to blend my makeup because I'm such a perfectionist, especially with makeup, so bear with me. Now for my favorite foundation, it's by Becca. It's been the best foundation I've ever used so far, but it's also the most expensive foundation I've ever bought. It was $45, but it was totally worth it because it's amazing. I don't always dot my foundation all over my face. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I put it on my the top of my hand and dab my blender into it and then just blend it on my face, and then sometimes I'll dot it around my face. It just depends. Though I do think dotting the foundation all over your face really helps get the most even coverage. Here I'm getting the excess off the top of my hand and then blending my face. Here I have to pull back my hair a little bit just so I can blend the foundation into my hairline so there's not a harsh line or anything. And then of course you always have to blend down your neck and around your jaw, and I like to blend into my ear a little bit too. And then here I'm adding a little more foundation because I usually never get enough the first time. Now I don't know if I'm the only one or if other people do this too, but I always wipe my excess makeup from the top of my hand, under my chin, and onto my neck. Let me know if y'all do that too. Also, I always wipe my hands with a makeup wipe after my foundation. Yay! And now for the Naked 2 palette. Funny thing is, I actually got the Naked 2 palette after I got the Naked 3 palette. And of course I have to have a sip of my coffee. So this first color I'm using is called YDK, and I'm gonna put this all over my lids. In between colors, I'm always wiping the excess on my hand. Now this next color that I'm going to use is called Verve, and I'm going to put this in my inner tear ducts, and then I'm going to blend it upwards. Now I'm going to use Verve to highlight underneath my eyebrows. Now I'm going to use the color Busted, and this is going to be for like the crease. And what I usually do is I make a line pointing to the edge of my eyebrow a little bit, like for that angle, and then I blend it into the crease. Use the flat brush and draw that angled line as if I'm making a wing towards the end of my eyebrow, and then I'm going to blend it with the blender end of the brush. Oh my gosh, and then I just got more eyeshadow on my face because I had eyeshadow on my fingers. Now I'm gonna have to fix it. Don't you hate when that happens? Because then you take off some of your makeup and then you have to put more on to cover it up. The next thing I'm going to do is use the flat brush, and I'm going to use the color Busted again. And then I'm going to gently line my waterline for a bit of a smoky effect. And of course, you must tap off the excess. Oh my gosh, and I'm getting the eyeshadow all over my hands again. Oh look, and there's another smudge on my face. Ugh. Here I go again. Now I'm getting more foundation to cover up my mistakes and to fill in what I removed before. And now for some liquid eyeliner. I used the Maybelline Master Precise All Day in black. When I start my eyeliner, I first use my eyelashes as a guide to make a simple thin line all the way across. I usually start from the center of my eyelid, and then I fill in from the edges and meet them to the center. For the wing, I use my eyebrow as a guide, and I make the angle towards the end of my eyebrow. And then I draw the line and I fill it into the straight line I made across my eyelashes. And now for the other eye. And now for my very favorite part, and that's mascara. I used Bang by Benefit, and this is probably one of the best mascaras I have ever used. I take forever to do my mascara because it's my favorite aspect of makeup, so I'm like especially a perfectionist about it. I love how liquid and dark and bold Bang is, and it makes your eyelashes so thick and long. And an awesome thing about this mascara is I never have to re-dip the mascara until I do my bottom lashes, of course, because I like to have a fresh coat for the bottom ones. Of course, I have to make that silly face when I'm doing my bottom eyelashes. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm ambidextrous when it comes to mascara. I use my right hand for my right eye and my left hand for my left eye. But I'm not like that with eyeliner or eyeshadow or anything. I just do it for mascara. For brows, I'm going to use Maybelline's Brow Define and Fill Duo, and I love this little buffer on the bottom because it's really good for a natural look and for blending. First, I'm going to use the pencil end to draw in the top edge of my eyebrow to really define the shape. Now I'm going to use the buffer to fill in the rest of my eyebrow and blend out the line that I drew in before. Now I'm going to use a little eyebrow brush and brush through my eyebrow to soften it up. Now for the other eyebrow. Something I didn't mention before is when I'm filling in my eyebrows, I start in the middle and I work my way down. And then I fill in the top. As a final touch, I'm going to put on some highlighter. I'm going to use Becca, and honestly this has been a really nice highlighter. I love it. I start at the top of my cheekbone and I blend it down, and then I'll add some to like my temple and right above my eyebrow and blend it together. I also add a little bit down my nose. And then I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Last but not least, I used Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Mousse in the color Death Valley for my lips. I love this stuff, and I love that even the packaging's matte. And here's the final look. Tell me what you guys think, and please like and subscribe. I'll be posting videos every Sunday at least. Stay tuned for my next video because I'm going to Ariana Grande's concert tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to film some from that, and I'm going to film some of me getting ready for that. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, here's my handle at Mary M. Wigley. Thank you all for watching. Bye.